Okay, so we're now in DaVinci Resolve, and what we're gonna do is we are going to do import. We're gonna scroll down over to Aicha. We're gonna go to Margaritas, and then we're gonna go ahead and click that, and then open. And what it's going to do is it's going to pull up this project. Okay, so let's try this. Okay, so after so we're going to do this again. We're going to hit right click, clip operations, relink clip. It's going to pull this up. So again, we just want to hit. So it normally would take me to home. So you would go find it on your computer right here. And then you just have to click the main folder. And then you could go to Nikon, but you want to do ideally it's easier if you just do the main folder. And then you hit select, and then there it is. So now that I've done 2 of these, we are going to do this quickly. So again, you select this one, I hold down shift, and this is one of the reasons why you want to do, so you relink, you just take it to the main folder, you hit select, and look, you can start doing it very quickly. Select, you don't even have to think about it. Relink, select. And occasionally it does that. And it starts to populate all of these very, very quickly. Oops. Okay, so I probably should explain it a little bit better now that I think about it, but it's totally built. So this right here is the media pool in the edit. So all of these are basically kind of different modules in the same thing. So you could have done that in media. And again, this is how I build all of my stuff, and these are all my folders / camera angles. So, and these are my timelines. So I have 2 or 3, 4 different timelines. Most of what you're going to be doing is going to be in the edit. So now that you're in edit, it might not look, it might be like this. What you want to do is you want to go to media pool. And that's going to show you, and you can, you can move things around a little bit. But again, this is going to be this. So, and then you've got each camera that's going to have a different camera angle. And it is layered on the timeline differently. So just to get familiar, this is your zoom in, zoom out. of the timeline. This is your audio, and this is your video portion. Again, most of what you're going to be doing is going to be on the video. A little bit to explain the timeline. So I've pre-done it to where each song is labeled. So this is the beginning of the song, end of the song. And it's labeled Song 1, Wild Child, End Wild Child. Song 2, Straight On. End of song is just straight on. So that way you can tell where you are in the timeline, and it's already set up, it's already pre-done. So some additional tools that you might want to use. This is your razor blade where you can clip. So then you can select. If you want to delete this portion of the clip, you're going to want to hit backspace. I do not recommend hitting delete. Delete will end up rippling it, which basically means it will pull this forward to where there's no space. We want the space. Because see what happens is we're over here in this camera angle. Here, or you can look up here and you can see where this camera angle goes, and then see it hits to a different camera angle. You can also use this to get a good visual of where you are. You can skip. Say I want to go, let's say I want to go down to this camera angle. You can kind of see where you are. And it'll show you the camera angle of wherever your thing is, your cursor is. If you want to undo it and you don't want to do it, you hit Control Z and it'll put that back. Same thing with that cut. Control Z, Control Z. That's your undo. The second thing that you're probably going to want to learn how to do is to actually create the video. So once you're finished editing and you want to export the video, if you just hit export, which is down here, or deliver, it'll deliver the entire timeline. So you don't want to do that. So what you would want to do, let's say you want to do the first song. You right click, you go mark in, say I want to end here, mark out. The next step would you would go over here. I recommend just going to YouTube. Most of it's already done for you. You go ahead and label it. You browse to where you want it, and then you hit Add Render. Once you do that, the job is going to end up down here at the very bottom. When you're ready to render, you just hit Render, and then it'll export that little bit or that clip. And then you want to go back. You want to right click. You go entire timeline, and then you go back to the edit module. And that's kind of the beginning of the tutorial of how to do this. There's a lot of other cool little techniques that you can do, but hopefully that gets you started, and we'll go from there.